Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I want to welcome you back to the channel. Well guys, there's two things that I wanted to work on for the channel in 2019. The first one is to get myself into reloading ammunition, and I'm currently working on that. The second goal was to pick up a higher quality optic for testing for the channel. You know, have kind of a testing mule that I can run across multiple rifles, multiple platforms, and I think I got just that scope. So what we're going to do is do a little unboxing. I've got a product here that I purchased from Sportsman's warehouse. Now again, in full disclosure, I paid out of this for my own money. This was not given to me. This is not a loaner. This is not a testing scope or whatever. In fact, this scope is basically on its way out of production. So why would I even recommend a scope like this to you? Well, it's simple. They are dirt cheap. Now, this is a Diamondback, a Vortex Diamondback HP. Let me check this here. 4-16 power with a 42mm objective lens scope, and I'll go through all the details on it here in a little bit. Now, the MSRP on these from Vortex was $429, and I got a buddy that bought one recently. His name is Sandhill Shooter. He's got a cool channel on YouTube. I want you to check it out. And he paid around $359, I believe, for his, or $350, somewhere around there. Now, granted, I don't have rings with it. I did get free shipping, but I did have to pay sales tax. These are $219 over on the Sportsman's warehouse page over on the internet. Okay, so you go check out their page. I've never purchased from them, but they are actually located out. There's one store out in Cheyenne, Wyoming, which is only about 4 hours away from where I live, but I decided just to order it, just to have it delivered, and see what the experience is like coming from Sportsman's warehouse. So here's the scope, Diamondback HP. I even confirmed the model number with my buddy on his box to make sure that it was the right one. So the model number is DBK10019. 4-16 by 42 with a dead hole BDC reticle, MOA reticle. Basically a set of crosshairs with some little dots in the middle you can use for MOA for holdover. And we'll talk about all the features of this thing here in just a little bit. So it does come sealed. It does have the full lifetime factory warranty with it. I believe it weighs around 18 ounces. I don't have rings for it, so I don't know if we're going to do any kind of a clarity test on it. And guys, there are so many tests out there on the scope. I just wanted to show you an awesome deal you can get right now. So again, this is $219. You may have to pay sales tax like I did, but I did get free shipping on it, which is awesome. It's got a couple features that really caught my attention. So real quick, let's go through all the features on this. We'll get it out of the box. We'll take a look at it, see how it looks, and we will go from there. Okay guys, so this is not part of the HD series of scopes from Vortex that are fairly expensive. This is part of the HP series, which stands for high performance. Essentially, it's got some coating on it to help reduce glare as well as help with light gathering in dim situations. Okay, so let's just go through the features right now. It is a 4-16 by power magnification. You do have a 42mm objective lens diameter. Your eye relief is 4 inches. Your field of view, it says 23.8-6.1 feet at 100 yards. Tube size is 1 inch. Turret style is capped. Adjustment graduation is 1/4 inch MOA. Travel per rotation is 15 MOA with a maximum elevation and windage adjustment of 80 MOA, so 80 both directions, right? Parallax setting is 30 yards to infinity. The length is 12.5 inches and the weight is 18 ounces. And you can get all the information you want on this with more specifications on the Vortex website. This one does have the dead hold BDC reticle, which we'll show you that here in just a second on the computer. And as for extra features, what else we need to know? It's got waterproof performance to withstand harsher weather conditions. It is gas purged and O-ring sealed. Should help with fogging. Premium anti-reflective coatings on all air-to-glass surfaces. Premium optical glass elements. I believe this one is made in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. This particular line I do not think was Chinese made. And VIP warranty, unconditional, unlimited lifetime warranty. So even though I got this thing for basically a clearance price, again, $219, and that's for anybody, you know, I'm still getting the full experience of having a nicer piece of glass. Now, there are always going to be nicer scopes out there. There's always more money you can spend, but I thought this is a nice little kind of step up from what I had been running, okay? So here's your instruction manual right here, and that's not what the reticle looks like. We'll get that to you here in just a little bit. I got a tag on here. Attention, to properly mount your rifle scope, we highly recommend using an inch-pound torque screwdriver. Torque screwdriver, I think I need to get that. Do not exceed 18 inch-pounds of torque on the ring screws. Okay, and it does come packed in some foam here. We've got a nice cleaning cloth for the lens. I always like to get those. It's one of those things I always seem to forget when I go off to the range. And here we have got your sunshade, if I'm not mistaken, your little glare shield you screw on the front there. Okay, we'll just take that out of here. And we'll get the scope out of the wrapping. Okay, it does come packed nice and neat. Protect it from the from shock and so on if it gets dropped. All right, Sportsman's warehouse. I got this in about a week. Now, granted, I don't know exactly where it shipped from. If it came from the Wyoming store, I could have picked it up in the store that day. But let's see here. Vortex Optics USA. Yeah, made in the Philippines. 4-16 by 42. There you go, guys. Diamondback HP. You do have some lens covers with it, which is really nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get it out of the plastic here. All right, and when I get this, I'm not sure exactly if I'll just get you know, Weaver only mounts for it, if I'm going to get a Weaver Picatinny combo, or if I'm going to get a single piece. That's still kind of up in the air right now. But and take off the lens covers. Some finishing oil on there is what it looks like. You do have your adjustment right here, which is nice. I can't remember if they call this a diopter, exactly what they call this, but this is going to give you your sharpness. Okay, you can turn it if you need to make it sharper or lighter, or more blurry. Okay, and you got your 4-to, well, that's definitely firm, 4-to-16 power right here. Let's check out the turrets real quick. Nice aggressive texture on there. Makes it easy to grip them. Now you can reset these to, once you zero the rifle, you can in fact reset these so they show 0, so that you can do that however you want to for your MOA adjustments. I don't usually do that. I just kind of leave it as is and get it zeroed, and nice markings on there, bright and clean, easy to see. There you go. Overall build seems really nice. Finish looks really good. I'm not sure if it's anodized or if it's just a black paint, but the coating is really nice all the way around. Okay, I do dig that. The thing that I really enjoy about it is the side parallax adjustment. This is cool because at the range I go to, I can go pretty much as far as I want to. We can go all the way out to 2,000 yards. Minimum is going to be 30 yards, but instead of having to grip the front of the scope and turn it, it's just easier to turn the knob on the side. And I do a lot of shooting from a lead sled, so the less I have to screw with the rifle while it's sitting there, because many times I don't strap down the front of the barrel, the better. So you can take it all the way out to infinity, but it does go to 500 yards. You've got your markings on it. So real quick, I'll just show you the reticle. Now, it's not illuminated, but it does make it real simple if you just have to do like a 1 or 2 MOA holdover. It's not too cluttered or not too complicated of a reticle, which is what I really like. Here we go. And again, this is my first Vortex scope, so obviously I'm excited about it. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the Mossberg Patriot, because I'm just not happy with the results I'm getting from the Patriot right now. You know, I do have some higher grade ammunition to run through it. I was just trying to use Remington core locked, and I was getting like a little over an inch and a quarter group at 100 yards. I think the rifle with some better glass can perform a little bit better, and we are going to run some match grade ammunition through and really push that Mossberg Patriot and see what it can do, and hopefully take it out past, you know, 100, 200, 300 yards. And it is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. So anyway, guys, that's it. Excuse me. This is my Vortex Diamondback HP 4-16 power scope with the 42-inch objective reticle, and again, it's very slim. I like that. So if you're kind of, you know, got your receiver or barrel tilt issues, you know, this will hopefully prevent you from having to mount really high rings on it. Like I said, I'm going to go pick up some rings for it tonight at the store. 1-inch tube. You want to be careful with it when you mount it. And hopefully you'll see more of this on the channel. So guys, that's it. Just a simple unboxing and overview. I'm not going to recommend it until I try it, but I will say this right now. Overwhelmingly, the reviews that you find online for this thing are just amazing. There's very few complaints about it. You don't really hear about people having trouble with it. And again, you got the warranty that will help you. Obviously, I don't ever want to have to send a product in, but the warranty is going to cover it if you need it. And that was one of the reasons why I went ahead and just spent the money and bought it. Usually I don't spend over $200 on an optic, especially for just running, you know, at the range and doing some basic tests and stuff. But I thought it was time to get a little bit nicer scope. So anyway, guys, that is it. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Please like or subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also check me out over on gunchannels.com as well as guntube.org. I've got a Saturday morning podcast that I do called Caliber Corner over there on gunchannels.com. 8 a.m. Central Time. We've already got over 70 episodes. We have different topics we're going to talk about every week. Make sure you check it out, 8 a.m. Central Time. And again, I think it's a really cool program. We have a lot of fun doing it, and we're going to continue doing it. So that's it, guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. Hopefully here in a couple weeks we'll be able to get a range test out here once it dries out at the range and warms up a little bit. And as you know, guys, we will talk to you soon. Y'all take care and have a good day. All right, bye-bye.